Hey. Hello, everybody. I'm here today to share the 14 benefits of vitamin D, as well as talk about the signs and symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. This is an important mineral that we need to be aware of for the overall functioning of our body. I'm Dr. Bolaji Bolaji. I'm a family nurse practitioner, a life and health coach as well. So today I'm going to be talking about the signs and symptoms of vitamin D and the benefits or the signs and symptoms of vitamin D deficiency, as well as the benefits of vitamin D. So sources of vitamin D, so I'm going to start with how do you get vitamin D? Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. You can get it from egg yolk, fortified milk. You can make it naturally when your skin is exposed to sunlight, or if you eat a lot of fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna. Over 40% of Americans are deficient in vitamin D, and over 1 billion worldwide deficiency. Signs and symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. The first sign, I'm just going to be mentioning them, is fatigue. If you always feel tired, you are fatigued, that every other thing has been ruled out, then you might be deficient in vitamin D, because vitamin D supports energy production. So that's one of the benefits of vitamin D. It supports energy production and it will reduce fatigue and being tired. If you have sign of painful bones, if you just have bones that are painful all the time, that might be another sign that you have vitamin D deficient, because vitamin D supports bone tissue replacement. And when you are deficient, it can cause rickets, osteomalacia, which is softening of the bone. If you have achy muscles, that's another symptom. If you always ache all over and every other thing has been ruled out, you have no trauma, no injury, that is another sign that you are deficient in vitamin D, because vitamin D helps in muscle contraction. If you have reduced endurance, that's another sign. You can run 2 miles, 3 miles, and now you can't even run half a mile before you get tired. So sign of reduced endurance is another sign of vitamin D deficiency. If you have sweaty heads, the rest of your body is not sweaty and you just sweat only in your head, that's another sign, because vitamin D supports metabolic process. So here we can see vitamin D supports energy production. It helps in muscle contraction. It supports metabolic process, and it supports bone tissue replacement. This slide, continuation of signs and symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. Dizziness. If you are dizzy and every other reason has been ruled out, then you are deficient, because vitamin D receptors we have in our ears, which helps with balance. So if you do not have enough vitamin D, then you're not going to have enough vitamin D receptors in your inner ear, and that will cause you to be dizzy all the time. If you have sleep problem, again, the same thing. We have vitamin D receptors in the brain that helps in controlling sleep. If you have problems sleeping and all other problem or reasons have been ruled out, then you might be checking your vitamin D level. And before I continue with the signs and symptoms, what is the normal vitamin D level should be between 30 to 100. but you want to be in the high end, because even if you are 30, 40, yes, it's normal, but you might still have some of these signs and symptoms. So the goal is to be in the high end, the 70, 80, 90 range, and deficiency is anything less than 20. If your vitamin D level is less than 20, then you are deficient. You need to be taking a supplement. Even if you are in the normal range, but you are in the low end, you still want to take a supplement. And this you can buy over the counter. You can buy vitamin D3. It comes 1,000 micrograms, 2,000, 5,000 micrograms, and you can use one every day. Another sign and symptom is heart problem. Low levels can cause high blood pressure. So if you develop high blood pressure, maybe you have no family history, it might be the level of vitamin D is low. And with heart problem or high blood pressure comes all other medical problems too associated with that. Excess body weight. If you've tried to lose weight or you eat healthy and you cannot get rid of excess body weight, that might be another sign that you have vitamin D deficiency, because it helps to burn calories and it helps to absorb calcium. So when you are deficient, you are not going to burn calories, and extra calories means extra weight. If you have recurring infection, that's another sign, because vitamin D helps boost immune system. And that's why during COVID, people that have vitamin D deficiency, they were prone or at higher risk of contacting or not being able to fight off the COVID-19 virus. And again, with any other infection, if your immunity is down, then you are prone to a lot of infection. So vitamin D is vital to help boost your immune system. I'm not keeping count of the numbers, so I don't know if this is the 11th one. If you have low mood, anxiety, depression, you are just for no reason. We're not talking of clinical depression, but your mood is always low, you are sad, that might be another sign that you have low vitamin D, because vitamin D supports brain function and health. And when our brain function is low or not at optimal level, then our mood's going to be affected. Vitamin D deficiency too can cause reduced cognitive function. So if you're losing your memory and you do not have dementia or Alzheimer's disease, that might be a sign, or you are in your 30s, 40s, and you haven't reduced cognitive function, then you might want to check your vitamin D level. The vitamin D supports nerve function of your brain. So deficiency can cause early dementia, early Alzheimer's disease. If you have hair loss and every other medical reason have been ruled out, then you might be deficient in vitamin D, because vitamin D stimulates hair follicle growth. And if you are not having your hair follicle being stimulated, you're not going to grow hair, and the ones you have is going to be falling out. A slow wound healing is another sign that you are vitamin D deficient, because vitamin D plays a vital role in building skin tissues. So if you do not have enough, so you have a wound that's supposed to heal in 2-3 days, 1 week, and then it takes forever and it's not healing, and you are not diabetic and there's no other issue, it might be your vitamin D is low. Conclusion with this vitamin D deficiency is essential in the metabolic and cellular functions of the body. You can see the 14 signs and symptoms and all the other benefits of vitamin D playing an important role in the metabolic and cellular function of our body. So you want to check your level when you go to your primary care provider and, for your yearly checkup or whenever you visit, ask them to include vitamin D level in the blood work they're going to order for you. So you want to know your level. So if you need to supplement by taking vitamin D supplement, then you can do that. And if your level is low, take vitamin D supplement every day. You can buy over the counter. You want to buy the vitamin D3, the capsule, and just take one every day. For dark-skinned people, we do not make enough through the sunlight. If you remember, one of the sources of vitamin D is through sunlight. So for dark skin, we do not absorb enough sunlight because of the presence of melanin that prevents again from the UVB rays. And even for lighter skinned people during winter times, because we are wearing 2-3 layers, we do not get enough sunlight. So during winter months, you might need to supplement with vitamin D. So in conclusion, vitamin D is an important nutrient that is needed for our body to function at the optimum level. And you can do yourself this favor to check your level and then to supplement with the vitamin D, or eat a lot of salmon, fish, or get enough sunlight. Hope this video has given you some beneficial information about vitamin D deficiency and the symptoms and the benefits of taking vitamin D supplement and knowing your level. Take care once again till I come your way. Bye.